Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Bakersfield Californians' live exclusive coverage of Renegade Athletics. Vance Palm here with a very special guest I'll get to in just a moment. We're inside. It's our first inside event of this 2018-2019 school year. We've been outside for football all season long, but a pleasure to have you here on Bakersfield.com. Our special guest has got to get down to the floor pretty soon. Coach Lorraine Aguilar, she just goes by Coach Lowe. Everybody knows her as Coach Lowe here in Bakersfield in the volleyball circles. Assistant coach in her 5th year here at Bakersfield College with the Lady Renegades. A 21-1 record, ranked number 3 in the 3C2A. Coach, fantastic job, first of all, that you and your head coach, Carl Ferreira, are doing.
Thank you.
I'm going to try to capture your mind before it just goes into total coach mode and I lose you permanently. First of all, great season going on. If I were to ask you to give us kind of a snapshot of the moment that you knew this year, whether that was in August or September or when that was, where you kind of just said, wow, going to be a special season now that you're 21-1?
I would say maybe our 3rd game in. You know, these girls are very special. They work well together. They have great chemistry. And, you know, we just kind of knew, like, wow, it's going to be a great year for these girls.
Now, 3rd game in, I'm looking at all my notes here. Sequoias, Cuesta, Allen Hancock, Santa Barbara, right around that time?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so
I would say right at the Santa Barbara tournament, we did lose to Long Beach, but how they lost to Long Beach was absolutely amazing. You know, they truly played their heart out and stayed as a team, and I think they lost with dignity. So
a 21-1 record means we go to that one loss, right? 25-19, 19-25, 20-20, 23-25. 15-11 against Long Beach, and that was way back in September 8th. Since then, not a loss, some dominating play. As you and I and Coach Ferreira, and by the way, Tom Myers will be joining me to call the action. Looking forward to that. We were down at the court earlier, and we were all kind of just listening to Coach Ferreira talk about his philosophy, talk about his approach to coaching volleyball. What he mentioned to me stood out to me, and that is he has 2 players that he's coached from their youth travel days up to now, and they are the leaders of this team. They're both freshmen. Let's talk about them.
They are both freshmen. We have Penelope Cepeda and Jessica Morante. He coached them in the youth scene and club, and having them come to BC was just amazing. It was an effortless transition because it helps the new girls who've never played for him before just kind of transition. And so it's almost like having additional sophomores on the team. They're great leaders.
Coach Lowe, when you look at the makeup of a community college team, especially in Bakersfield, our football team, 99% of our roster is from Bakersfield. Same thing here. You're looking at these local kids. So many of them played against each other growing up. Now they're playing together. How was that, forming that bond of players that have played against each other for a lot of years, now playing together?
Yeah, it's great actually, because we're very big on family and relationships here and team chemistry. So, you know, it's almost like they just kind of have to leave who they were in high school and become someone new, and who we represent, in which we represent Bakersfield, we represent a city. So it's a transition for them, but I mean, they are great girls. They have an open mind when they come in, and they're definitely easy to, you know, work with.
Tonight, the Marauders from Antelope Valley are coming in 9-8, but watching them warm up, they look very athletic. You took them in 3 earlier this year, not looking past anybody I know. I know that. What do you think about the Marauders tonight? What's your take on them?
Oh, I think that it's still going to be a great game. I think that they're moving up in hitting percentage-wise. They know how to keep the ball in play. Definitely took us by surprise last time. Even though we beat them in 3, we're definitely prepared for them. We have a scouting report this time, so we respect them a lot for what they do.
Man, you've been up here forever at BC.
I have.
I remember walking past you calling that football games, and I said, "Hey, how you doing, Coach Lowe?" I'm joking, of course. 5 years she's been with us here. How's it feel to be up on the hill doing what you love?
Oh, I absolutely love it. I wouldn't want to have another boss besides Carl Ferreira. So I absolutely love this program, love what we do. It's amazing.
What is your specific gig as his top assistant for the Lady Renegades? What's your job tonight specifically?
Oh, my job is just to help support them and support him in what we're trying to do, and just kind of make sure be some extra eyes in any way possible. So
21-1, number third ranked team in the state.
Yes.
It's a pretty lofty weight to carry around for quite a long time now as you keep going up and going up and going up. How have these young ladies handled it?
They're handling it great. For a lot of them, they've never been this high before or been on a great team like this before who's been successful.
Right.
So, it's just kind of keeping them at a level head, keeping their composure, playing to a high standard, and, just kind of playing our game and making sure we don't get lost in, like, the whole rank number 3 thing. We just want to, be a great team, a high-performing team, and just go out there and do our best no matter who we play.
Well, in keeping with that theme of trying to keep your head out of the press, hard to do when one of our Lady Renegades is Player of the Week. Tell us about our Player of the Week.
Yeah, Sarah Armendariz is our Player of the Week. She's actually ranked number 5 in the state for assists, which is really great. Yeah.
Wow.
And, we've never had a setter be like our 3rd leader in kill percentage, which is really awesome. So she's a great job. She's a sophomore from Clovis West. She played for us last year, and this is her first year playing 5-1 for us, and she's done a phenomenal job.
Carl Ferreira, the head coach here, is reaching iconic stage in all that he has done in the community, and he has a daughter that's signed to play at Oregon, very well documented. We cover her, as we call a lot of games in here. To be working with him for so long now, and when I go listen to him, man, I'm just wrapped up in it. But you hear him all the time. Are you still wrapped up in it?
I actually am. I don't care that I've been here for 5 years.
Right.
I learn something new every single year. That's one of our biggest things is we're constantly wanting to learn and strive for something more and to be a better version of ourselves. So we're just trying to do the best that we can, and I learn every single day I'm with him. I know that's crazy to say, but in the 5 years, it's literally something new every season, every day.
A home game this Friday night, and then it's playoffs.
Yes.
How do you keep your mind on league play? I've been there before on teams that are really good, either coaching them or playing them, and you try to talk up a good game like, let's just take it one game at a time. But you guys are so dominant in the state. How do you keep it one game at a time, Coach? Give me your recipe.
We do. We just keep our focus on what's called like a next play mentality. We don't really look to the future or look to the past. We just kind of focus on what's in front of us, and we just go from there. We do prepare. We have situational stuff that we do in practice just to be prepared. But other than that, we don't really look too far ahead. We just kind of play it one time.
Coach, thank you for your time. I know you're getting ready to get down there and do what you're comfortable doing, but this was awesome. Fantastic job.
Of course,
Coach Lowe, great
you.
to see you. When we come back, my partner, Tom Myers, is going to jump in. We're going to get started. That's Coach Lowe. I'm Vance. You're watching Bakersfield College Renegade Volleyball on Bakersfield.com. When we come back, we're going to hear from Tom Myers. He's called a lot of these girls' high school games, and we'll kind of talk about that and get ready for a big game tonight. Back right after this.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources. We're committed to nurturing and investing in California's wine network. We are Rabobank, driven to do more for the people and communities we serve.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College Athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
All month long, you could pick your payment at Three-Way Chevrolet. $199, $299, or $399 a month with zero down. With a great selection of pre-owned cars and trucks and the ability to pick the payment you want, we're making it easy to drive one home today. Pick your payment of $199, $299, or $399 a month with zero down. Pick yours quick before they're gone. Pick your payment at Three-Way Chevrolet. Selection, savings, and service at Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealership.
Every day, the headlines ring out about another data breach or some new cyber threat. In today's high-tech business world, A lack of network and data security can cause catastrophic problems. The solution is so simple. Grapevine MSP Technology Services. Grapevine MSP is Bakersfield's leading provider of managed IT services. IT consulting, data backup, disaster recovery, cloud services, computer repair, and Mitel phone systems. Grapevine MSP has the fastest service response times in the Valley, and they understand that downtime costs your business money.
Running your business is hard work, but with the right tools and guidance, we can make it easier. At Rabobank, we deliver smart banking and lending solutions for local businesses, and we're always ready to roll up our sleeves and work for you. We're Rabobank. Let's talk.
Month long, you could pick your payment at Three-Way Chevrolet. $199, $299, or $399 a month with zero down. With a great selection of pre-owned cars and trucks and the ability to pick the payment you want, we're making it easy to drive one home today. Pick your payment of $199, $299, or $399 a month with zero down. Pick yours quick before they're gone. Pick your payment at Three-Way Chevrolet. Selection, savings, and service at Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealership.
Growth starts small, and it happens fast. An idea becomes a plan. That plan gets brought to life. At Rabobank, we provide the financial solutions hardworking families need to thrive, like convenient personal banking and home lending. We're Rabobank. Let's talk.
Buying a pre-owned vehicle from an online company can be risky, especially if the vehicle is not seen in person before the purchase. At Three-Way Chevrolet, we want you to search and compare the inventory on our website, but then come in to the dealership and test drive our vehicles. Let us take the risk out of your buying experience. Buy from the dealer you trust, and when you step up to certified pre-owned, confidence comes standard. A 172-point inspection and reconditioning along with 2 factory-backed limited warranties and roadside assistance add up to a value you can depend on, and a vehicle you can trust. From Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealership.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources. We're committed to nurturing and investing in California's wine network. We are Rabobank, driven to do more for the people and communities we serve.
Long, you could pick your payment at Three-Way Chevrolet. $199, $299, or $399 a month with zero down. With a great selection of pre-owned cars and trucks and the ability to pick the payment you want, we're making it easy to drive one home today. Pick your payment of $199, $299, or $399 a month with zero down. Pick yours quick before they're gone. Pick your payment at Three-Way Chevrolet. Selection, savings, and service at Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealership.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you to Coach Lowe. Now she's back there on the court where she wants to be. Bakersfield College volleyball here on Bakersfield.com. The Renegades hosting the Marauders from Antelope Valley College. We are in the Gil Bishop Sports Center. Great to be here, everybody. To our Bakersfield.com audience, I'm going to introduce to all of you someone that I've been working with for a long time at the high school level, and he's the voice of Frontier Sports. Tom Myers, great to have you here, Tom. You and I have called a lot of volleyball games together for high school. Now we get to come up on the hill and call games together. But guess what? You know more than half the players on these rosters because we called so many high school games. First of all, welcome to the broadcast tonight. Snapshot view of these Renegades.
You know, it's impressive to see even since last year. And, you know, a lot of these girls that are on this squad are local girls. There's one girl who's not from here. She's from Clovis. But the rest of the staff on this team is local product from Kern County. And, in fact, last year you called them during the All-Star game from up in the press box. I was the public address announcer and MC for the event for the high school All-Star game for Kern High School. And most of the girls on this squad tonight were on that team. So we see the little bit of a progression from last year to this year. The passing is a little more crisp.
Yeah.
The hitting's a little harder. We're going to see, I think, a great deal of improvement over last year. And this team, a stacked team, 21-1 so far this season. really impressive. I'm looking forward to watching them play.
Marauders 9-8 from Antelope Valley. We just want to get you a good look at Tom and I before we go to our final break, because after that we're turning the cameras on that court, and it's going to be the Bakersfield College Renegades hosting the Antelope Valley College Marauders. We will be back with the start of this big Tuesday night matchup here at Bakersfield College right after this.
Buying a pre-owned vehicle from an online company can be risky, especially if the vehicle is not seen in person before the purchase. At Three-Way Chevrolet, we want you to search and compare the inventory on our website, but then come in to the dealership and test drive our vehicles. Let us take the risk out of your buying experience. Buy from the dealer you trust, and when you step up to certified pre-owned, confidence comes standard. A 172-point inspection and reconditioning, along with 2 factory-backed limited warranties and roadside assistance, add up to a value you can depend on, and a vehicle you can trust. From Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealership.
For years, Current Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Current Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide, more than any big national bank can offer? Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly, and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
November, and the early bird gets the savings. Three-Way Chevrolet has the early bird savings you're searching for without the holiday hassle. We're serving up savings on the 2018 Chevy Cruze, priced under $16,000. Who can pass up the 2018 Chevy Malibu for only $19,749? Gobble up over $12,000 in savings on a 2018 Silverado. Whichever one you choose them at Three-Way Chevrolet. Selection, savings, and service. Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealership.
For years, Current Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Current Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide, more than any big national bank can offer? Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly, and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
While your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Long. You could pick your payment at Three-Way Chevrolet. $199, $299, or $399 a month with zero down. With a great selection of pre-owned cars and trucks and the ability to pick the payment you want, we're making it easy to drive one home today. Pick your payment of $199, $299, or $399 a month with zero down. Pick yours quick before they're gone. Pick your payment at Three-Way Chevrolet. Selection, savings, and service at Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealership.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly, and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are...
Once again, everybody, welcome back to Bakersfield.com, live exclusive coverage of Renegade Athletics here in Bakersfield, California. This is 3C2A Community College action here out on the West Coast. The host school, Bakersfield College Renegades, 21-1 as they welcome in the 9-8 Marauders from Antelope Valley College. For those of you that are watching from outside of California, Antelope Valley, just about an hour east of this facility in the desert. And for those of you that are watching from out of state that don't know where Bakersfield is, the epicenter of California, about 90 minutes north of Los Angeles. And for everybody else that's familiar with the area, you've got a desert team and a valley team going at it here. I'm Vance Palm, and once again bringing my partner Tom Myers. Tom, the Marauders in the, I would call it a Merlot type of burgundy, and the Renegades in the white tops. Great to have you here, Tom. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, great to be on the broadcast. You know, the Marauders, obviously, Bakersfield College doesn't want to look past anybody, but, you know, some crazy stats that we'll get into tonight with Bakersfield College. They really have a right to kind of strut their stuff and stick their, you know, puff their chests out a little bit on this one. 74 sets. Out of 74 sets, they've only lost 8 sets so far this season.
You brought that up to Carl Ferrera. He said, really?
He didn't even know, which is amazing.
More on Carl Ferrera as we get going. But, yeah, he said that's something that you media guys know. And I said, you're exactly right, Carl. That is something Tom would know. So 8 sets only. Ooh, boy. So, sure, 21-1, number 3 in the state. They've got the state player of the week playing for the Renegades as well, and Sarah Armendariz. So here we go. We're underway here on Bakersfield.com. First serve of the evening.
And there we see Laney Camarillo with a hard cross. Not very hard, but put it in a good spot.
One of the young players tonight out here that you know very, very well, Laney Camarillo. Tom locally is the voice of Frontier Athletics, Titan Tom, and he's seen a lot of volleyball players in that gym, so we get the luxury of having Tom involved tonight. The southpaw, by the way, is Taylor Moberly for the Marauders. Camarillo with a big swing, blocked out of bounds, 2-0 Bakersfield.
Yeah, and we're going to see them go to Laney Camarillo on that left side a lot this evening, so keep an eye out for her in the front row until Penelope Zepeda finds her way around.
Too tight on that set, so a quick 3-0 lead here for the Renegades. Ryan Bain from Stockdale High School. Freshman, 5'10", middle blocker, serving 3-0 Renegades.
And that one just hit the standard, and that's going to be out of bounds. You know, something we're going to see here, Vance, in the early going is that there's going to be a little bit of sloppy play because they're not really truly warmed up for game time. And the game speed is a little different than the warm-up speed. So we'll see a little bit, passes not going on the right spot, but at some point it's going to start to come together for both teams.
Camarillo, another big swing, big block, but it, again, goes out of bounds. So picture-perfect start for the Renegades, 5-0.
You know, the Marauders doing a good job of blocking Camarillo, but what they're not doing is they're not turning to the inside, and instead that ball's going out of bounds. So they're going to have to work on that if they're going to have a chance of stopping her.
Marauders, there's a kill right there from Melissa Lee, and puts it in that back left corner.
That one was going a little slow, and Penelope Zepeda just watched it kind of drop right at her feet and let it go. She actually could have gotten it, and instead it's side out for the Marauders.
And the southpaw, another southpaw. Taylor Mobley tries to drop that in, didn't happen so quickly. Back to the Renegades, 6-1. And Cheyenne Baez out of Golden Valley High School will do the serving. Sophomore, defensive specialist for the Renegades. Knuckleballer, oh, tough serve.
And there's an ace. And that's one of the hardest ones to return, that knuckleball. That ball's coming around.
That one just out, so The Marauders trying to claw their way back in this thing. They're down early, 2-7, and into the ball game to do the serving, Andrea Alonso from Rosamond High School. And again, talking about a local roster as well, Tom. They have just as many local players in their area as the Renegades do. With the lone, big kill from Camarillo. The lone young lady that's not from the area for the Marauders is from where? Kern County, Tehachapi.
That's right.
Taylor Williams. So a Tehachapi Warrior, number 24, playing for the Marauders. And she's right down here in front of us. 8-2, Camarillo. Nice big swing by Abby Adams.
And you could see on the block there, they were a little bit late getting up and getting together. And, the ball just kind of went between the two blockers. That's delay. And as high as the arc was on that set, they should have been there a little sooner.
3-8.
And here goes Zepeda for the first time swinging.
That didn't take long. How about Sarah Armendariz, Player of the Week, saying thank you very much.
One thing you'll notice also, in college they run what's called a 5-1 offense. That means there's one setter that rotates all the way around. That setter, once they come to the front row, they can play a hitter. And so you really got to be a talented setter to be able to hit as well as set at the same time. And you can see right there, Armendariz, one heck of a swing.
Coach Cruz, Mark Cruz, the head coach for Antelope Valley, wants a timeout. We'll stay here. Great to have everybody with us tonight watching Renegade Volleyball on Bakersfield.com. I'm Vance Palm. I've got Tom Myers joined by us. As always, our director-producer, Diane, is here. Christian on camera. Great to have everyone here. Tom, you look at this roster for the Marauders: Rosamond High School, Palmdale High School, Quartz Hill High School, Desert High School, Paraclete High School. So, again, the quintessential community college for the Marauders. We always tout that for the Renegades, But same thing for the Renegades: Stockdale, Golden Valley, Tehachapi, Ridgeview, Frontier. We do have Clovis West, Taft, Golden Valley, Stockdale, Tehachapi, South, Frontier, Liberty, Bakersfield, Christian, and Stockdale. A true community college up here.
And it's, that's the way that they do it here. And you know what? Carl Ferrer, no slouch for a coach. So if you're a high school player and, maybe you didn't get touted on that first level and get a 4-year opportunity, this is the place to go. And honestly, there were some players on this squad that actually did have an opportunity maybe to go play at the next level. I know particularly Penelope Zepeda. There was a certain major that she wanted to do, and the only place that was available to her was right here at Bakersfield College. So she stayed home and stayed here to play for Carl. And, she's an A player. And you know what? We have an all-star squad here of Kern County who's who as far as volleyball players go.
How about this? Jessica Morente from Bakersfield Christian High School, and she'll be serving. Another great player here locally. 10-3, Renegades up 7 here in the first set. And another little sleeper, Abby Adams. 2 of the 4 points have been Abby Adams' kills, and she'll go back to serve.
And she kind of missed that one a little bit. Those are hard for a back row player. You're expecting a fastball, and a changeup comes at you.
Yeah, right.
And so, and that one off the back of Brittany Wright. It's not. It's kind of hard to miss Brittany. She's all 6'1", but that one kind of nailed her, and she's giggling down there on the court.
That's great to see. What a beautiful smile. I've been there in tennis, man. Just wrap one off the back of your partner's head. Not fun. All right. Big kill, but it's just long. And Taylor Moberly, the aforementioned southpaw, big swing, but just long.
Yeah, and Armendariz, our setter, now in the back row serving, so she's going to be serving all the way across the back now, or setting, all the way across the back.
First good rally of the evening. Taylor Williams gets the point, so the Tehachapi Warrior for Antelope Valley gets the point, and it's 5-12.
Yeah, she saw something in the back row as the Renegades started to creep forward and just tipped it right over the back row players, and easy score.
Yeah, it's called wide open real estate. Oh, what a great set. But big block right back at the Renegades, and so was that Brittany Wright?
That was Brittany Wright, and you're going to have a real tough time getting around a 6'1" volleyball player on a 7'6" net.
I correct you. It's her twin sister, Brianna Wright. Number 6 got that block. So we have Brianna Wright, this number 6.
Yes, we do.
And Brittany.
Yeah, Brittany's standing around the sideline here having a drink.
Right. The difference is a half an inch.
That's right.
That's about it. Renegades 13 serving 6. And just a little short. Zepeda comes up short. So now it's 7 serving 13. We're here in the first set. Bakersfield College Renegades. And Carl Ferreira has called a short timeout. He didn't see something. He saw something he didn't like as well. So now he wants to talk mental and gives us a chance to talk about our pregame with him, Tom Myers.
Yeah.
We had a chance to go by and talk to Carl. No stranger to either one of us. And it didn't take long. We walked up, shook hands, and he went right into a dissertation for you and I to understand. There are 3 areas that he is working with these incoming freshmen and returning sophomores, and he keeps it very fundamentally strong in staying in the power of threes. What'd you take away from Coach Ferreira's pregame with us?
Well, you know, the funny thing was it was the mental aspect of the game and knowing where you're supposed to be and learning the game that seemed to be the most important thing that he teaches. And, you know, coming from the background where I played volleyball on this very court. And, you know, back then it was all about power. And, you know, usually with, you know, guys, it is all about power.
Athleticism.
And athleticism. And you know what? He says athleticism is important, but it's not the most important part.
Right.
And that really surprised me is that he's coaching this from the mental aspect, that these girls need to know where they are on the court, know where you're expected to be, play in advance, kind of know how things are going to go with the ebb and flow and keep your brain in the game. And so really impressed with what he had to say.
7 serving 13. The Marauders float one in. Camarillo with a big kill from the left side that goes off Elizabeth Perez's wrists. Kill.
And we're going to see that a little bit tonight. We've already seen one before where Laney's actually, she gets up so high she can hit over the block. And so great snap there, and the ball kind of dropped in.
14-7, Bakersfield College. Some great action at the net, a great get by Taylor Williams, but Renegades still win the point.
Camarillo winning the joust there at the net, and we'll see that a little bit as well tonight. You know, kind of hard to, you know, get around a 6'1" player like her too.
And they're going to have to re-jump. Well, no, he blew the whistle inadvertently. The ball was still in midair, and it hadn't struck anything, but I think one of the officials had an early whistle. They've got to do it over. 15 serving 7. Renegades up by 8 here in the first. Big block by Medovich. And now Medovich with the get.
Camarillo may have gotten away with a double touch there.
Ooh.
Sorry, not Camarillo. Armendariz.
Big swing by Moberly, the southpaw, but after all of that, it still gets over to Melissa Lee, and she's just outside with that swing. So Taylor Moberly, that freshman outside hitter from Quartz Hill High School, that's a big left arm, but Renegades with the point, 16-7.
Hey, and give it up for the Marauders. They're really starting to come together and get their passes crisp and starting to swing a little bit harder as well.
Camarillo with the tap.
Good placement on that last shot.
But Zepeda kept it alive for the Renegades. Oh, and an error at the front of the net there by Brianna Wright. But Penelope Zepeda, the freshman from Frontier High School with the long reach, keeps it alive. And the point.
You know, the great thing about Penelope, she is the second-ranked defensive specialist on this squad. So far this year, 229 digs, which is the second ranked. And for a power hitter, that's pretty impressive.
Oh, big kill by Bianca Logston out of Stockdale High School. So Bianca with a big kill. Teammates loving it. And back in to serve for the Renegades. Cheyenne Baez. Big block up front by Logston, and Right now it is all Bakersfield College, and Coach Cruz has called a quick timeout here. It's 19-8 Bakersfield College, so Carl Ferreira is able to get a lot of players in here early, Tom.
Yeah, hard swing by Abby Adams, too. I mean, give it to the Marauders for starting to warm up here a little bit and really starting to put the ball in play and giving Bakersfield College no easy path to a victory here. So, Coach is going to try and calm them down here and get them back in line. But, again, Bakersfield College, great ability up front with great middle blockers and great outside hitters that are Lainey Camarillo and Penelope Zapata. A lot of height. Also a lot of youth on this squad, Vance.
Tom, they're all young to us, man.
4 of the 6 starters are freshmen.
Right.
Which is impressive because that means next year's squad.
And 2 of those 4, we talked about this in the pregame with Coach Lowe, 2 of those 4 freshmen are considered quote-unquote leaders because they've been with Coach Ferreira in travel ball for so long that you have a real bright and rosy future for Renegade Volleyball. Timeout taken by Mark Cruz of the Marauders. He breaks them. They're back out. The Renegades will be here again this Friday night against Canyon's final home game for league play and final league play. So that, for all intents and purposes, will be sophomore night here. 19 serving 8. Renegades up 11 here in the first. Boy, you've got Brianna Wright, who can just jump out of the gym, just not getting the ball where she wants it, or certainly not striking it with enough accuracy, but she is so high.
Yeah, when you're swinging for a 1, the timing really has to be there between you and your setter. And she hasn't been able to make that contact. Now, there's the hit. That's Abby Adams that we were talking about. Really powerful, right down the line.
That timing was perfect. A big swing out of the freshman from Quartz Hill. Man. Nothing the Renegades could do about that.
And if the Marauders want to get back in this game, they're going to have to see a lot more of that out of Abby Adams.
9 serving 20.
And that's nice placement on the tip over there. Really good placement. Number 13, Jasmine Medovich.
And look who's back serving, Lainey Camarillo. 21-9, BC up big here in the first.
And that one in the net, Carl Ferreira can't be very happy about that. I know high school coaches that lose their minds.
And so, very quickly, Cora Garcia comes in from Ridgeview High School. And Lainey will jog over and give her teammates some high 10s, but also have to turn around and go, ugh, doggone it. 10 serving 21. And what about this? We get it right back. So Melissa Lee can't be happy with that.
And so Carl stepping out on the court here to have a little word with his team real quick, making sure they're set up on defense over here.
Hey, what a nice serve. And
nice floater.
Yeah, sure was. Going to bring it to 23-10. And by the way, that's Jessica Morante. .23 serving 10. Floats another one in there. Adams keeps it alive. And it's going to be set point here, 24-10.
And Sarah Armendariz with a really great jump set. And you know what? You may see that a lot and think that it's easy. It's not easy to do something like that. And to put it on the dot the way she did, fantastic set.
Great serve, nice pass. Oh, and that's going to do it.
Yeah, that's double contact right there, and there's the first set.
So the first set, 25-10. Renegades get the first one. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll get into set 2. You're watching Renegade Volleyball, Bakersfield College Athletics here on Bakersfield.com. Back right after this.
Buying a pre-owned vehicle from an online company can be risky, especially if the vehicle is not seen in person before the purchase. At Three-Way Chevrolet, we want you to search and compare the inventory on our website, but then come in to the dealership and test drive our vehicles. Let us take the risk out of your buying experience. Buy from the dealer you trust, and when you step up to certified pre-owned, confidence comes standard. A 172-point inspection and reconditioning along with 2 factory-backed limited warranties and roadside assistance add up to a value you can depend on, and a vehicle you can trust. From Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealership.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources. We're committed to nurturing and investing in California's wine network. We are Rabobank, driven to do more for the people and communities we serve.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing.
Every day the headlines ring out about another data breach or some new cyber threat. In today's high-tech business world, a lack of network and data security can cause catastrophic problems. The solution is so simple. Grapevine MSP Technology Services. Grapevine MSP is Bakersfield's leading provider of managed IT services. IT consulting, data backup, disaster recovery, cloud services, computer repair, and Mitel phone systems. Grapevine MSP has the fastest service response times in the Valley, and they understand that downtime costs your business money.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing matters.
Welcome back, everybody. Second set here at Bakersfield College. The Renegades hosting the Marauders from Antelope Valley College. I'm Vance Palm. I'm joined by my good friend Tom Myers. Tom and I've called a lot of high school volleyball matches together. It's our first college match. Great to have him with us this evening, and we are going to start the second set. The Renegades won the first one 25-10. Renegades 21-1 coming into tonight, ranked number 3 in the state. So the Marauders, they know who they're up against, but we saw a couple of signs of them becoming cohesive as that first set started to unfold, but they got themselves in a pretty big hole. So now we see, starting off, Penelope Zepeda, and you called so many of her games at Frontier High School. What a lovely young lady.
All 4 years, a varsity player and standout at Frontier High School, and fantastic volleyball player and all-around good player. There's double contact right there, and it's called. And, in fact, the hitter, I think, knew it before she even bothered to go after it. So, no, Penelope, a fantastic volleyball player, a fantastic student-athlete.
So some confusion here by the Marauders, and again they get themselves in a deep hole very quickly. It's 3-0, and looking down at Mark Cruz, the head coach there, he's thinking, hey, look, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, that, they're, maybe a little bit out of sorts right now because of that first set loss, but they're going to have to pull it together here. And they do have the talent to at least get some blocks and to get the ball back in play. We saw that a little bit in that first set.
But what a nice set by Sarah Armendariz.
And a great block by number 7, Taylor Moberly, but off the block it hit the standard and went out of bounds. So that one, just not able to get that ball to go back to the inside.
So another quick start for the Renegades, up 4-0 here in the second. And under the net it's going to be, or into the net, Taylor Williams. So for the second straight set, it's 5-0 after the first 5 serves by the Renegades.
And right there, you just saw the talent of Penelope Zepeda. That ball coming over the net, she just set it nice and soft to her setter who put it up there for the hitter.
Oh, and should have been, could have been, would have been a point for the Marauders as the overpass drifted over the net, and it should have been an easy point, but it is not. And all of a sudden, it's 6-0 here in the second.
Nice knuckleball by Zepeda there.
Penelope is bringing it on those serves. Oh, that's a great get by Morante. Woo, boy. And Melissa Lee, when she gets it where she wants it, she'll deliver.
Yeah, a lot of power in that swing right there, just to the inside of the block. And the back row defensive specialist wasn't able to handle it.
And that ball did not clear the net, so Camarillo's attempt of a kill, no good. It's 2 serving 6. Antelope Valley starting to claw their way back in this thing. Here's a really impressive young lady, Taylor Moberly. Big block by the Renegades, but it goes out of bounds, so 3 serving 6.
Lainey Camarillo there on the block and not able to get outside enough, and then it bounced off the outside of her hand and out of bounds.
Sneaky little floater. Camarillo has it blocked, but goes back up with it.
Nice block by Brianna Wright. And then miscommunication once again on the part of the Marauders. And the ball falls to the floor, point to the Renegades.
And if you're Coach Cruz, you've got these uber talented Wright twins and just trying to get their game a little more refined. Oh, that's a nice set, really nice set. Big swing by Adams, but the Renegades handle it. Smart play. And this is going to be Lee.
Good power in the front row right now for the Marauders. Just not able to sync up with their setter, and that's a nice tip over the block for the point.
Sarah Lopez, the Taft High School freshman, with a nice point. Hey, ball still in play.
Great defense.
Hey, that ball stays alive, and then a huge kill by Logston at the end. Everybody stopped playing for a second, and that ball floated over, and then even the crowd started saying, we're still in it. Big kill at the end, 9 serving 3. Boy, that was fun.
Good blocking on the right side by the Renegades.
It
and
sure
we're going to see
is.
once again double contact. And it looks like Coach, he's going to have to bring them in here and settle them down a little bit as they trail 10-3 here in the second set.
Tom, because this is a community college live streaming presentation here locally in Bakersfield, I feel that it's within my reach and within my limits to talk to you about this past season of high school volleyball here. So many of these players that play for the Renegades have come right up through the high schools here locally. Your thoughts on this season that's still going? There's still some schools playing, but overall, the 2018 high school season.
Well, it gives me some hope. You know, we have a lot of talent here in town, and you know, I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about probably one of the best players that played in high school this year, Elise Ferreira, who happens to be Coach Carl Ferreira's daughter. Leaving to head to Oregon here in the end of this semester, graduating early.
Here tonight.
And so, but seeing the talent pool that we have and seeing the development of this program makes me believe that maybe we'll still get some players that'll come up here and play. You know, I know a couple of Palm girls, you know we like to name drop every once in a while. There's a certain Ava and Sophia that play for BHS and a certain Macy Myers that plays for Frontier. And, you know, watching the program develop here, maybe we'll keep getting that high-quality volleyball player coming out of our high schools locally here to BC.
Love it. And another.
Again, miscommunication
right
on the part of the Marauders. And, you know, Coach Cruz can't be very happy with the way that things are going right now as they're down 11-3.
In any sport, you call the timeout, you initiate the stoppage of play, you call the huddle, then you come back, and it happens to be your team that comes out of it and doesn't execute. We've seen it happens all the time. I used to do it in basketball. I'd call a timeout. I'd be the one mad. I'd do all that. We'd go out and commit a dumb foul right away. So
yeah, and Elizabeth Perez, the libero, that is her job, is to get that pass in, having difficulty with that serve.
Had that one.
Of course, don't take anything away from Ryan Bain for really delivering a great serve there.
And another kill by Lopez. So Lopez having a good evening as well. And the Renegades are really starting to put it together here. 13-3 in the second.
Yeah, Lopez, the right side hitter there, who is also a right-handed hitter, and that's hard to do from that side. It's much easier to hit from the left side when you're a righty. So doing a great job on the right side there.
Camarillo, big block up there.
And there we see it finally.
Yeah.
Number 6, Brianna Wright. She got her hand on it and just knocked it straight to the floor off the block. Great job there for the Marauders.
She goes out. Her sister comes in, and also Andrea Alonso will come in to serve.
Imagine having to see the same player over and over again.
Yeah, you're right.
Both girls super tall, 6'1", and boy, there's a nice one set and put away by number 23, Bianca Lodgson.
14 serving 4. The Renegades. Baez will come back in to serve. And Coach Ferreira talked about the synchronicity, the timing, how his players move around the court. He said you've got 6 people in a smaller court than the 5 that you have in a big basketball court. And we try to get them all moving, same time, same direction, same flow. And the Marauders simply are having some errors that really are kind of hard to believe.
Again, a tipped ball over the net that's a little bit hard to handle because you're not expecting it necessarily.
And the sheer athleticism of Brittany Wright to get up over everybody else and make that count with a tip. 5 serving 15.
I have a feeling Brittany Wright has spent a little bit of time on a basketball court.
Yeah, I would imagine.
That reach just now.
Yeah.
Much like tipping a basketball to, away from the net.
But a beautiful tip there by the Renegades, and it's 16-5. Camarillo will come out, and Cora Garcia from Ridgeview High School will come in to serve. Another freshman, as Tom mentioned.
And Cora Garcia, one of our superstar players last year.
Yeah.
In the Kern High School district. So really a superstar for Ridgeview.
17 serving 5. Just out, and that big swinging of Abby Adams.
Yeah, she was looking line, went a little too far over the line, but a great swing.
Oh, an incredible swing. 18-5. And how about that? Brittany Wright finally gets the one set she wants, crushes it, but it comes right back at her. Big block by Lodgden. Another timeout taken by Mark Cruz, and he's probably running out of things to talk about but not point out. You can run out of things to talk about, but there are always things to point out. I want to remind everybody watching this Bakersfield.com live streaming tonight, this coming Saturday evening, 6 o'clock kickoff, 5:30 pregame, the Renegades travel to number 1 Canyons, and ironically, it's only an hour trip to go to the number 1 team. It's in Valencia, and that's going to be a big one. Myself, Kenny Calvin, John Meadows will be there for the pregame, and then at kickoff, our Renegades will be going up against an incredibly talented football team, but the game is going to be huge for a lot of reasons. If we were to pull that off, we'd have a 3-way tie between ourselves, Canyons, and Ventura. So join us on Bakersfield.com, 5:30 pregame, 6 o'clock kickoff. That's this Saturday night, College of the Canyons on Bakersfield.com.
Hey, and what a fun stadium to go to. Down there with all the eucalyptus trees and the redwoods, and, really a great environment to go to a football game.
Right across the highway from the Wood Ranch Grill.
That's right.
Not that I would ever give away where our pregame is.
Okay, spent a little time down there playing some golf while I dropped the kids off at Magic Mountain.
Oh, you don't go with them?
No, I go play golf. They go to Magic Mountain.
Great, Tom. All these wonderful things I used to think of you. All right, here we go, 19-5. Coach Cruz has called a few timeouts. Good to see Nick Ellis here this evening. Hi, Nick. Good to see you, buddy. Nick getting his still shots. Oh, after the timeout, this one works. Garcia serves long. So 6 serving 19 now. And here is the uber-talented Abby Adams. Smart play right there by Armanderas. But I'll tell you what, the Marauders right there to capitalize, but no way you're going to stop that. Bianca Lodgden is having one whale of a fantastic game this evening.
Yeah, and you saw it right there by Sarah Armanderas. She's in the front row right now, so she can get up and tap that ball over. great opportunity there, but good pickup by the Marauders.
And a block by the Renegades, and it's going to be 21-6. So a thunderous second set here for the Renegades. They could keep the Marauders in single digits here in the second set. And this is the Marauders team that really gave them fits over in Anaheim, although it was, in Antelope Valley, although it was a 3-set match. You heard Coach Lowe talk about it being a real struggle, but wow, how far the Renegades have traveled this far.
And what you just saw there was a real quick shoot set on a very low arc, but timing on that is critical. And that one you could tell right there was double contact because that ball came rotating right out of her hands after she had set it. A rare miscue by Sarah Armendariz.
Okay, 7 serving 21. Perez will serve for the Marauders. A beautiful set and a big swing by Cepeda, and that ball goes out of bounds on the block. So 22 serving 7, and back to serve will be Armendariz.
And largely, we really haven't seen Penelope Cepeda show up in this game yet, and that's probably one of the best, strongest swings we've seen out of her so far this evening. And granted, we're still here in the second set, so there's plenty of time left.
And a kill for Ryan Bain. So Bain gets in on the action.
Nice quick set, and then the ball just right down inside of the blocker and to the floor.
Long serve by Armendariz. Antelope Valley, 8 serving 23, and this is going to be Taylor Williams. You know, Coach Cruz would like to get 2 here quickly. Please get us in double digits. Knuckleball serve, but it's handled by Morante. Big swing. Lee, and it says it is
and
touched.
that is tipped,
says
yes.
it is tipped. Good call by the official.
BC celebrating, but
right. I'm going to be honest. I didn't think he saw what I saw, but he did. He caught it. Just a nick right up there at the front.
Oh, that one launched way past the end line.
Big swing. Moberly keeps it at single digits now. That would have put him at 10. So now it's set point, serving 9.
And Penelope will probably do a jump serve with a floater. Yeah, there's the floater.
Tom, you don't know her very well, do you?
I know her like the back of my hand. And someone was in the net on that.
Well, they're going to say it was Sarah Lopez.
Yep.
So AVC will serve. Set point, serving 10. Oh, what a beautiful set. Blocked,
nice block.
But kept alive out there by Morante. And now,
nice hard cross court. Oh, just out of bounds. Almost in.
ooh, close one. But that'll do it for the second set, a 25-10, just like the first one. We'll be back right after this on Bakersfield.com with the third set of the Renegades hosting Antelope Valley College.
Buying a pre-owned vehicle from an online company can be risky, especially if the vehicle is not seen in person before the purchase. At Three-Way Chevrolet, we want you to search and compare the inventory on our website, but then come in to the dealership and test drive our vehicles. Let us take the risk out of your buying experience. Buy from the dealer you trust, and when you step up to certified pre-owned, confidence comes standard. A 172-point inspection and reconditioning along with 2 factory-backed limited warranties and roadside assistance add up to a value you can depend on, and a vehicle you can trust from Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealership.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
Every day, the headlines ring out about another data breach or some new cyber threat. In today's high-tech business world, a lack of network and data security can cause catastrophic problems. The solution is so simple. Grapevine MSP Technology Services. Grapevine MSP is Bakersfield's leading provider of managed IT services. IT consulting, data backup, disaster recovery, cloud services, computer repair, and Mitel phone systems. Grapevine MSP has the fastest service response times in the Valley, and they understand that downtime costs your business money.
Current Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Current Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Current Schools, together we have something special.
Hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right
Schools
thing.
Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. Current Schools, together we have something special.
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm alongside Tom Myers. Diana is our director-producer. Christian on camera. We're at Bakersfield College inside the Gil Bishop Sports Center at Bakersfield College, high up on the east side, Mount Vernon Panorama University. And it's great to be inside, calling some great Renegade volleyball action. Number 3 team in the entire state of California, 21-1, welcoming in the Marauders. And so far, Tom, 25-10, both sets.
We're seeing the dominance of Bakersfield College, and the reason why they're 21-1 and have only lost 8 sets all season long. And so a lot of 3-0 wins on their schedule this year. And right there.
Yeah, great start. Zepeda with a perfect set. She takes off and lifts off and hammers it.
You'll see 2 kinds of hits out of Penelope. One where she's kind of already there and going straight up, and another one where she's coming forward from the back court and powering through. That was that example. It hit the tape. Now right there, that one's in. That one's in. Great ace by Zepeda.
Wow.
But as I was saying, you'll see Penelope coming forward through the air and powering forward. That one hit the tape, not as much power on it, but she'll get them to the point where she'll do it. And she's trying to hit that tape back line once again and goes a little bit long.
Great to see some of the fellow student athletes in here, some of the football players, and great to see. Camarillo with a big swing, and just too much to handle for ABC. Ball goes into the net. Point Renegades.
Yeah, and back there, Taylor Moberly, 2 hands far apart with fists kind of clenched. Not really what the coach wants to see. I think she was a little surprised as where that ball was going.
I think you're correct. Lee puts it in that back corner that Tom was talking about. This one's a little long, though, so it's going to be Renegade point, and Ryan Bain, Stockville High School freshman, played for Coach Kolatz. Ooh, tried to sneak one right over that tape. That didn't happen. She'll come out, and in will be the red-jerseyed Jessica Morante, 2 serving 4.
Morante acting as the libero this evening for the squad. And boy, she really did a great job in high school.
344 digs, Tom.
And something caught the eye of the official. I think they were called out of rotation. So everybody trying to figure out where they're going. Zepeda signaling over to Camarillo. No, you're up. And now they seem to have gotten everything squared around. Not a great pass by Penelope. And a great effort to try to save it and find her way out of it. But,
4-4.
4-4.
So ABC poised to take their first lead of the evening. And they do.
Right there, great block by Brittany Wright. Good timing, saw where the ball was going and got right in front of it and put the ball down.
5-4, Antelope Valley College.
A bright spot here for the Marauders in the 3rd set.
And they're going to say that's Camarillo in the net. She will disagree, of course. And it's 6-4 ABC.
Yeah, I just saw Laney mouth the words, that wasn't in the net.
Of course not, Tom. Of course not. That ball was in the net off of Alonso's serve, so now it'll be Renegades 5 serving 6. They trail by 1 here in the third. They won the first two, 25-10.
Great segue there, by the way. Will you be here all night?
No comment, dude. A big swing.
Nice hard swing, and I think Adams might have been a little confused on that one. Didn't know where to look.
Oh, great volleyball.
And
great
the ball's
volleyball.
still in play.
That is.
And right there, Brittany Wright finally getting that one that she's been looking for all night long.
Yeah, that ball is not still in play.
Putting it down all the way to the back line, which to hit, and she's giggling right now because she knows.
And her sister is too. What great attitudes and great spirit on this team. Looks like they're having fun.
Camarillo, nice hard angle there, off speed.
Lee puts it away from back.
And followed by another off speed, not able to be handled by the back row. And right now, it's 8-5 Marauders.
So Melissa Lee, the sophomore out of Edwards, has camera. Oh, what a super smart play. Tom, you just talked about that. Armendariz comes in with that left and just wraps it right in there.
And the Marauders forgot that she's a front row player right now, and that's exactly what a setter can do to you in a 5-1 offense. They can go up and you think they're going to set the ball because they can't break the plane of the tape. And sure enough, putting it down just like that. Great move.
And just done by Taylor Williams as well. Battle at the net, and that's going to be Bakersfield College with the point. Penelope Zepeda go with a big kill.
And Armendariz, great pass over the back of her head all the way across the net for the set. And again, the Renegades called out of rotation.
Coach Ferreira flummoxed at best. It's Marauders point, and they serve 9-7, and that time Armendariz shut down by Moberly. Armendariz tried to do it with her right hand, and Moberly said, nope, this time I'm going to get it. 10 serving 7.
They're paying a little more attention now, I think, in that front row.
Oh, what a great eye by Morante. She was the one that had to make that call, whether it was going to be playable or not playable. She said long, and it was.
Great awareness of where she is on the court and where the ball and the trajectory of it's coming.
And she'll serve, and she puts it down that line. Oh, the overpass, almost some trouble for the Renegades. And that's going to be long, so the shot by Bain just out, and it's 11 serving 8. Marauders up 3. Perez to serve.
Carl Ferreira is going to let this go for a little while, I think, but we may see a timeout if they, if BC can't kind of get it in order here pretty soon.
Yeah, real soon.
An example right there, not able to handle a fairly decent pass.
Left-handed Taylor Moberly has that line, a perfect line on her strong side, but she hits it wide. And now it's the Renegades down 2, 9 serving 11. Armendariz. Oh, what a beauty. Ooh. Ooh.
Called in by the official on this side, but the up called it out, and he's got the better line, so he's going to overrule that. Point to Antelope Valley.
Oh, 12 serving 9. Here come the Marauders. And a big, big block again by Brianna Wright. Hey, how about this? 13-9.
Both the Wright sisters so far in this third set really contributing and blocking well.
Zepeda comes, swings big, off the hands of Moberly, out, Renegade point.
And there you see the power of Penelope Zepeda just hitting through that block.
And
Penelope Zepeda also now serving, while Lainey Camarillo's back in the front row.
It's the leaping ability. Lee's hit never made it over the net.
Yeah, that one called off the tape and out of bounds, and point to BC.
Sneaky little shot there by Moberly. That'll make it 14-11. Antelope Valley College not going away in this third set. Looks like starting to feel kind of get a groove going, and their play at the net has improved dramatically since the first two sets. And that's going to be out as well. So it's a 15-11 lead right now, Antelope Valley College here in the third set.
You know, something we've seen out of Antelope Valley is that it's not always all about power. It's also about placement, and they've been finding a little bit of that here in the third set.
Moberly with an ace. What a beauty. 16-11, and
here comes Carl.
Carl Ferreira has seen enough right now. His Renegades trying to put this thing away in 3. Now all of a sudden down 5, 16-11. Antelope Valley playing very, very well. Tom, you look at a team like Antelope Valley, they're 9-8 overall. They have obviously some really good athletes there. Maybe not the biggest roster. That campus in and of itself is, you know, hey, I was born at George Air Force Base in Victorville, so when I talk about the Boondocks, don't worry, don't want to upset anybody. That's where I'm from. Really originally, like that, my point of origin was the desert where I was born. Still, you look at Coach Cruz, looks to seem to have a great disposition, smiling, has all of his teammates together in a huddle. I love seeing it.
Well, he knows what he's playing.
Right.
He knows the competition and what they're doing. He's trying to keep his team kind of light right now. You know what? I got to give him one thing. It's a scrappy group right now. They're doing a fantastic job here in the third set, and really kind of, you know, they're kind of beating BC at their own game. You know, going after every ball, getting up there on the block. You know, they started out the season 4-5 in the first 9 games. Since then, in the last 8, they've gone 5-3. So they have a winning record recently, and that, you know, I think we might be seeing some more here. They may take this third set. They're really playing scrappy right now and kind of trying to pull this together.
Conversely, I was watching the Bakersfield College timeout in their huddle, and again.
And that's bad news.
A third rotation call on the Renegades. What in the world? I think Carl Ferrer would like a little bit more either. Oh, okay. I think it's Sarah Lopez who he's having a word with.
His right side seems to be on the wrong side of his middle. And the official said that they were in correct rotation.
But now he called it off, Tom.
And so it's been waved off. So they're going to replay the point.
Big put. Ryan Bain put that down.
Yeah, and what we saw there was that first set by Armendariz was kind of a little bit off, which has not really been her thing. She's been pretty crisp tonight. First one, not great. Second one, really put that one on the dot for Bain.
Logson tips one over. And it stays over long enough for Camarillo to say thank you very much.
Camarillo doing a great job of paying attention on that one.
You're right.
And one thing that I noticed also about Antelope Valley is that their passes are awfully high. Their setter's having enough trouble this evening kind of handling the ball. And when that pass is coming at a 25-foot arc, it's really hard to get that ball. Great job by Bain right there putting that one off the tape and getting the ace. And 14-16 now as they're crawling their way out.
Bain with a hard serve, handled.
Good swing there by Adams.
Camarillo gets it, puts it past Lee, and here come the Renegades, 15 serving 16, trailing by 1. And Coach Cruz goes out to talk to his Marauders. Come on, hang in there, ladies. Woo, boy.
Nice swing on the right side there. Melissa Lee.
And I know this sounds redundant. When she gets it where she likes it, she can hammer it, but she's not the easiest to set for. It's a vertical jump, and she doesn't have a big lead into it.
And that comes with certain players. If you don't put the ball on the dot for them,
right,
it's really hard for them to get that power swing. And right there, that's not going to make it over the net, and that's going to be a point for the Marauders.
Communication issue there for the Renegades, and Coach Ferreira looks over at Coach Lowe, a little murmur, a little mutter of something.
And a surprising 18-15 lead right now for the Marauders as they're starting to pull away again. It was getting tight for a minute there, but Antelope Valley doing a good job here of extending.
Abby Adams, another big swing. 19 serving 15. AVC, as Tom prognosticated a few moments ago, may pull this first one out. Let's see the third one out. Let's see what the Renegades have for him. Camarillo swings hard, blocked by Wright, but it goes out of bounds. So can the Renegades put it together here?
And the same type of block on that play out of bounds as it was earlier on the other side here for the Marauders. So far right now, from what you can see, both teams are kind of playing to each other's strengths and weaknesses kind of in the same way. And, one gets a point, the other one gets a point. So, 16-19, 3-point lead right now for Antelope Valley. Let's see if BC can cut that.
Armendariz again slaps it in, but handled by Antelope Valley College. Here comes Camarillo. She taps it in, kept alive by Wright. Big swing, and Logston gets it.
And that's a great set by Armendariz. Great awareness of where she is compared to where her hitter is, and good timing between the two. And that's what Carl was talking about, is that flow between players and knowing where they are on the court.
Crucial moments here for Antelope Valley College. Can they hang on as the Renegades trying to put something together here? A big dig that goes basically right back over the net, and Camarillo battling it out with anybody that will come up to face her, and a kill put away by Logston. What a great night for Bianca. 18, serving 19. The Renegades trail by 1 here in the third. Look at that. Unforced error. Baez serves it out. It'll now be 20, serving 18.
In a lot of these games, what you'll see is a maximum of maybe 3 unforced errors off of serves. We've seen far more than that in this set.
That's going to be long, so a great get by Morante, but not enough to turn it into points for the Renegades. Antelope Valley up 3, 21-18 here in the third.
Great job by Brittany Wright on that last play, watching Armendariz as she was coming around with the tip. They're paying a lot of attention to her right now in that front row.
Big swing by Bianca again. And Logston puts another one away.
And once again, we see that great communication between those two on that quick set.
Logston, one of the sophomore leaders, one of the captains pregame, up by the net with the officials. Renegades, 19, serving to 21. And a big, big kill by Zepeda.
And there we see Penelope. Not a lot of forward momentum on that, but still a very powerful swing.
Ooh, you think? Can the Renegades tie it up here? No, they cannot. A big kill by Abby Adams, and I don't know if it just wasn't picked up by Baez. Couldn't see it, didn't see it, but it was as if it just went right by her.
Yeah, Baez didn't look like she saw that at all.
We have whistles before the serve. And thankfully for Abby Adams, because she served it in the net, they get another shot at it. Oh, that's crucial. Crucial.
That one long.
And that one, she does serve long. So if you're Mark Cruz, you're thinking, oh, doggone it, we got to serve it over, and it went out. And it could have been 23-20. Instead, 21-22. The Renegades trying to tie this up. They trail by 1. Here comes the serve by Morante. And it is out on the kill attempt. We're tied at 22.
And the problem on that set that Brittany Wright had received was that it was way too low.
Yeah.
And so we saw that in warm-ups, too, of her putting those long on that one.
For as high as she jumps. And the big swing by Moberly is pushed back. And just like that, Mark Cruz has to call a timeout. He had a 5-point lead in this third set. Now he trails 23-22. So a teaching moment for him with one more league game to play this Thursday. Speaking of that, Friday. This Friday, the Renegades host Canyons in volleyball. Come on up and support them. Get up here and sophomore night, let that be a part of your Friday night plans and support all these local high school all-stars, as you say, playing for this Renegade team. There's Coach Ferreira saying, okay, we're close. We battled back. We're 1 point away from set point.
Yeah, the Renegades hopefully going to get they're seeded number 3 in the state. So going into the playoffs, obviously, they're going to have several home games, let's hope, for their seedings. And definitely a talented young squad with quite a few talented young players. And, we're going to hopefully get some of the young players that we have some good talent in Bakersfield from the high school scene coming up to BC next year to help fill out the rest of the squad for those other players that are going to move up as the sophomore level. BC definitely going to have a good squad for the next couple of years.
Tom, they have battled back in this third set. Just a scant moment ago, it was 22-20. Now it's 23 serving 22. Here comes the serve. Oh, can you believe it? Taylor Moberly able to tie it up at 23. What a sneaky shot that was. And we're knotted at 23 here in the third.
And once again, that placement that I was talking about earlier, that's what Antelope Valley needs to continue to do.
Cepeda, the big hammer, but it's handled by Perez.
Let's see if they set Cepeda again. No, the dump again.
Armendariz tries, doesn't get it, and it is, long by Taylor Williams. So now it will be match point. And Coach Ferreira goes with Sarah Lopez, and Coach Cruz calls a quick timeout. It is match point. Renegades serving 24-23. Again, everybody, hope you're enjoying this. I'm Vance Palm, Tom Myers, Diana and Christian here. The incomparable Nick Ellis getting still shots this evening. Good to see Nick here. Schedule busy for all of us this time of year. Football, volleyball, basketball, it's all happening. And this Saturday, Renegades on the road at Canyons, #1 team, and it's just down the road. And Tom, you're a former Renegade, College of the Canyons, and no matter what sport we played them in, it's always very feisty. But when it comes to football and those bodies smacking up against each other, I'm expecting a festive evening.
That's a game where records don't really matter any longer.
Yeah, for the Renegades, good. Throw it out and let's win this thing. All right, here we go. Big point right here for the Renegades. Can they get this done in straight 3? It could happen right now.
So right now, Lopez, Bain, and Cepeda in the front row. Probably one of the best lineups you could ask for right now on the final point.
Match point. Armendariz puts it in. Hey, how about that for a big point by Taylor Williams and a quick dump and knots it up at 24. You know she has to be happy about that because she hit the last shot long to make it match point.
And BC getting a little bit of their own on that one.
So how about this? Tied up at 24, and it's the Tehachapi Warrior doing the serving. That ball comes back. How about this? A big kill attempt by Cepeda, but it's Antelope Valley now with set point.
And I don't know if Penelope even got that one over the tape. I think that just kind of bounced off the tape and back out. So
set
a
point.
Rare miscue.
25 serving 24, and it floats out. Oh my gosh, Taylor Williams has had the roller coaster emotions back and forth. She's long, she gets the dump. Now she's long. We're tied at 25, Tom, I can't take it.
So now here comes Lainey Camarillo in the front row for Bakersfield College, and Penelope Cepeda, here she comes with that jump floater. Really difficult to handle there for the libero.
Wow, what a big swing by Adams. That's going to be long. And the gamble taken to put it back there does not pay off. And it is, again, match point. 26 serving 25, and it's Penelope Zepeda. Big swing by Lee, has it bounce back, and it's out, tied up at 26 again.
And right there, you have to look at your position on the court and block back in as opposed to blocking straight on or out.
And a big swing by Bain.
Good one set there.
Yeah.
And really putting that ball just down inside. And that's, as a blocker, you have to get a little bit closer to the net on that so it doesn't have a way to come back down inside of you.
5th match point. Camarillo. Lee, blocked, able to put it back up. Adams.
And that one looks like it just hit the net, but it's not going to be in question anyway because it's going to head out of bounds, and that's going to do it.
That's it. 28-26. A 3-setter for the Renegades. We'll take a short break. We'll come back, and we'll wrap up. A quick night of work for Carl Ferrera's Renegades. Back right into this on Bakersfield.com.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources. We're committed to nurturing and investing in California's wine network. We are Rabobank, driven to do more for the people and communities we serve.
Welcome back, everybody. A 3rd setter, 28-26, stretched out. The Marauders did what they could to make that happen. Coach Ferrera running up into the stands, doing a victory lap to give his wife and his daughter a big hug and a big kiss. So that's a great, great night. 22-1 now, 22-1. The Renegades move along to a Friday night matchup against Canyons right here. We hope to see everybody here. And then obviously going to playoff world, we look down and we see one of our local news affiliates interviewing Lainey Camarillo. Appropriately so, but there were some other stars tonight for the Renegades.
Oh, absolutely. And, I probably need to stop talking about Penelope Zepeda, but, that's the elephant in the room. Another powerful hitter, but not just a powerful hitter, great in the back row. Like I said, second in digs on this squad, which for a hitter is impressive. And so hopefully what we see is, the talent on this squad for Bakersfield College is just incredible.
Tom, we had a chance to talk to Coach Ferrera before the match, and then we had Coach Lowe up here to kind of accentuate what he had talked about, and then we see it play out in front of us. Just how impressed are you with this Renegade volleyball, I would say, machine, if that makes any sense?
Yeah, well, to quote an NFL coach, they are who we thought they were.
Right.
And the record stands for itself, and watching the dominance of the squad tonight. The first 2 games, 25-10 in the first 2 games. And then, give it to the Marauders. Give them a little bit of credit for, hanging in there in that 3rd set and really leading for most of the way and leading that charge towards the end where they really almost pulled that off. And, it's about playing smart, not necessarily playing powerful. And, volleyball is a game of 2 different types of scenarios. 1, you can power through it, or 2, you can try and finesse your way through it. It just depends on what you're able to do. The Marauders actually used a little bit of that finesse tonight in that 3rd set to try and kind of pull themselves back in it.
My player of the game, if we're going to give out awards, I don't know what award we're giving out, but if I'm giving out the Myers Palm Award tonight, it's going to go to number 23, Bianca Logsdon. She just had a phenomenal game, and appropriately, the sports information director, Brandon the Fury Uri, interviewing Bianca tonight. I thought she played fabulous.
And you know what? And I agree with you, but I'm gonna use my 66% vote compared to your 33% vote, and I'm going to go with Sarah Armendariz. And, That's the quarterback of the offense here. And I'll tell you what, she made some great plays running the 5-1 offense. She's able to get above the plane of the net when she plays front row. She made a couple of great dumps on the defense that, they just really weren't ready for. And then they started to pick that up a little bit and find their way and kind of, follow her down the net as she was going. But made some really great plays and really set the ball, except for a couple of miscues, which – to have only a couple is tremendous. I mean, really just played a fantastic game tonight.
Canyons here in 2 nights. The Renegades, their final league home match, and it'll also be sophomore night here. So we hope to see everybody up here. Come and support your Renegade volleyball players this coming Friday night. For those of you that are going to be watching football with us on Bakersfield.com, that's this Saturday night, 5:30 pregame, 6 o'clock kickoff. For our cameraman, Christian, sir, thank you as always. For our director, producer, Diana, great to have you with us again. Thank you for all your top-notch professionalism. Tom, great to see you, buddy. Thanks for being available tonight. Look forward to doing more with you, and appreciate all that you do for our local sports community. For Tom, I'm Vance. I hope you enjoy this. Have a great rest of the week. Renegades win tonight, and they go to 22-1, and they're number 3 in the state. See you later.